Islam Makhachev's team have come out and said that he will not be fighting Ilia Topuria in his next fight. This has caused absolute outrage in the MMA world, okay? And I am here for this absolute beef and this absolute shitstorm that is the UFC right now. Because make no mistake about it, the UFC is in an absolute drought at the moment, okay? It's actually fucking ruined my day thinking about this, and I want to get it off my chest. So, we all know that I made a few videos on the old John Jones thing. Whatever the fuck the holdup is there, okay? We're still waiting for Bones to get out of the fucking claw. To get out of the fucking I didn't. Yeah, we're waiting for Bones to sign the contract. Okay, we're waiting for Bones to sign the contract, and who knows what's gonna happen there? Okay, we'll move on from that. But the big thing on today's list is the Ilia Topuria versus Islam Makhachev fight. That's good. That was on kind of the minds of all the MMA fans, but now is nowhere to be seen. I have mixed feelings about the Topuria versus Ilia fight. I've made a few videos on it now. I have mixed feelings about it, and obviously, if this fight gets announced, I'm going to be absolutely fucking buzzing. But I just felt like there was room to grow this fight, to really build it as one of the biggest fights in the sport's history. And it looks like an absolute fucking shit show, to be quite honest with you, at the UFC. The UFC is in just the weirdest spot that it has ever been in its entire life. Okay? We have the worst roster of champions in the sports history. And if you don't believe me, go back and look at some of the older champions, bro. Go back and look at some of the older champions. The card quality that we see is quite declining as well. The cards that we see aren't quite as good. We see a lot of Apex cards like Vittoria versus Rome Delizzi 2. No one cared about that card. No one cared about the main event. You know when you have people that don't care about your main events, something is wrong. Okay, something's wrong. And most Apex cards are just fucking shit. Okay, they're absolutely fucking shit. And I fucking hate having like a fucking May. Okay, let's say May or April that has like one good pay-per-view, which it does in fairness. The fucking April, I think it's 314. I have it here. 314 is fucking stacked to the brim. Okay, I absolutely love 314. But then you might have a load of shit fucking fight nights that no one cares about. But just because they have one banger pay-per-view, everyone's like, this is the fucking shit right here. And I don't want that. Okay, I don't want that. I want fucking consistently good pay-per-views. I want consistently good fight nights. Stay away from the fucking Apex. Everything's just better in an arena. Like, look at Leon versus Brady this weekend. That's in the O2 Arena. That's a sick card. That's how you do it. Okay? But I just feel like the UFC are getting the matchmaking so horribly wrong. And the big fights that aren't happening could happen. Okay? I've ranted enough about Jones versus Aspinall. We aren't getting it. Okay? Fuck me. I saw Dana White say, my goal is to make that fight. Bro, it's not your goal to make that fight. It's your fucking job to make that fight. What are you not getting here? Like, I just can't understand it. How can the interim champion not be clearly next and there be no question that he's fighting the actual champion? Someone please explain it to me. It fucking bamboozles me. If John Jones is not going to fight before summer, get him the fuck out. Get him fucking out of this division and this fucking sport, because I am fucking sick of this waiting around fucking bullshit. I hate it. Okay? I'm just going to sit back and just chat here for a few minutes, okay? But I'm sick of this bullshit of waiting champions. Okay? You need to be fucking active. But the main talking point this week has been Ilia versus Islam. Islam's team have come out and said that we're not fighting we're not fighting Ilia. He needs to fight someone. He needs to fight an arms rookie. He needs to fight, Dustin Poirier. He needs to fight someone. And we all know that who's tweeting that. We all know who's tweeting that. Ali Abdelaziz is 100% tweeting that because he wants that Gaethje fight. Because he's gonna, he represents both of them. It makes sense on his behalf to get the Gaethje fight. He's the only person on this planet that wants to see Gaethje versus Makhachev. No one cares about that fight. It's fucking bullshit, and absolutely no one is giving Gaethje a chance in that fight. Gaethje is not going to beat Makhachev. Full stop. Okay, Gaethje's not going to beat Makhachev in any fucking world. Okay, Fiziev can take you down in that amount of time. Makhachev is going to absolutely run. Look what Makhachev did to Moicano. And Moicano's a way better grappler than fucking Gaethje. Okay? It's a fucking no fight. I don't care about it. It's just another fucking... It's like a Poirier fight. Okay, at least Poirier, I don't know. No one cares about that fight. Okay, but I feel like the UFC are missing matchups here. The one I really thought the UFC could have made and should have made. Nothing's like announced with these two fighters, but we all know what's next. Merab versus Pantoja. I thought that was the fight to make. That was the next super fight that we could have got to hold us off. If we had got like a Merab versus Pantoja for May, okay? I don't know why I'm picking on May here. May or June or something like that. And then you get like a Aspinall Jones at the end of summer. That's how you stack it. 2 mega fights. And then you get an Islam versus whoever. And then Ilya versus Charles. You could even fuck it. Give it to Aaron Strukin if you're not going to. Just give it to fucking someone that deserves it. Okay? Even though fucking none of them do. Give it to fucking Islam or Arman. Or Islam or Arman. Ilya or Arman. Okay? If you give it to one of them two. And then let Charles fight the fucking... the other guy. I don't even care if you fought Arman Strukin a year ago. Let Ilya fight fucking Charles then. And let Makhachev and Arman go at it. Fuck it, man. Okay? Because it's not like Arman lost. Okay? He just pulled out last minute. Pulled out last day, actually. Last fucking minute is an exaggeration. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I thought Pantoja versus Merab was a huge fight. And it's a fight I would love to see. And obviously Merab probably would win. But still, it's an entertaining as fuck fight that I would love to see as a fan. A champ versus champ fight. When's the last time we got that? Makhachev versus Volk? This is the first one, really. Let's be quite honest with you here. The second one was like a short notice one. Okay, you know what I mean? That was a special fight. That was pound for pound number 1 versus pound for pound number 2. Like, that was an incredible event with a co-main event. Yair Emmett. That was a great card. But I feel, and then they're putting up like O'Malley versus Merab 2. You're putting up Pantoja versus Kaikar France, probably 6. This is the 6th time these guys have probably fought. Pantoja's triple lapping divisions, bro. Why aren't you giving him a chance to move up? That mightn't be like the fight we're all waiting to see. But loads of people would love that fight. And there's no number one contender at bantamweight. There ain't no number one contender at fucking flyweight. And then you give Car France, Maynard Cape on that card as well as like a fucking main card opener. Boom. That is a... And then you just put any fucking random other fucking women's MMA fight, co-main event, and a good feature fight. That is a card. Do you mean like 313 Pimblett versus Chandler? I don't know if that's the co-main event or a feature fight, but let's say it is a feature fight. That's a banger fucking feature fight. But I do think it is the co-main event, actually, now that I think about it. I'm not 100% sure, but like even Pitbull versus Yair is a feature fight. That's good. We don't seem to be getting any of that. Okay, we don't seem to be getting any of that. Like, the biggest fights the sports can make are just being pissed down the fucking drain. Pissed down the fucking drain. The Tom and Jones one is the one that just pisses me off the most. I want to see that belt get fucking vacated because I can't fucking stand this. Dana White in an interview. Yeah, trust me. When we get it figured out, we'll announce it. Acting like he's cooking up something mad. Okay, you're just fucking talking shit. But you're saying, oh, it's my goal to make this fight. It's your fucking job to make that fight. It's your job to make the interim champion fight the real champion. Not your fucking goal. It's your job. Okay? This bullshit of this fight is like a... It's people are acting like this is like a luxury fight. Like Dana's acting like it's a luxury fight. Where there's other contenders and, oh, but this would be an insane matchup to make. Let's make it. There's no one else. Pereira lost. There's absolutely no one else. Not as if Pereira was even an option in the first place for John Jones. But Dana White seems to think that he was. But the UFC, man, it's stale as fuck at the moment. Okay, the champions aren't as fighting. The champions aren't as entertaining. The matchups just aren't there at the moment. I don't think it's going to take that much to get the UFC flowing back to normal. We need Hamzat Chimaev booked as well. He's inactive as fuck as well. Another inactive fighter that has potential to be absolutely massive. Okay, absolutely massive. But fella just sits on the fucking... I'm just going to chill back and fucking chat shit now, but fella just chills back at the fucking sideline. And no one ever... People are just like, yeah, Shamai will fight when he's ready. This dude's always sick. And I'm sick of it. Okay, Hamzat's the only one who's fucking sick. But, like, the matchups just aren't there. And, like, the fight nights we used to get back in the day, okay? I remember TJ Dillashaw versus Henry Cejudo as a super fight was a fight night. That was a fight night in the Barclays Center, I believe it was. Okay? That is insane. A literal super fight between Dillashaw and Cejudo was a fucking fight night. And now the fight nights are Roma Delizzi versus Marvin Vettori in the UFC Apex. I'd honestly rather 2 cards a fucking month. 2 or 3 cards a month that are actually good. Okay? Give me 2 fight nights and a pay-per-view a month. I wouldn't mind taking just 1 week off a month. If it saves us from not like even just having to talk about this a lump of shit fucking Apex card that's happening at the weekend. Like, the fan interest just is not there. People don't care for this. Okay? And people are starting to lose interest in the champions. Listen, I'm always going to love this sport, and this channel is, you know, I'm always going to be posting videos about the sport. It doesn't matter how boring the champions are, but I need matchups that really... I'm speaking as myself, as my perspective as a fan, but also a load of fans here of just like, I want matchups that really fucking excite me to where I'm, from the day it's announced till fight day, it's on my mind and I'm excited about it. That I'm making videos about it. There's conversations being sparked and people are like, I think this guy's going to win. No, I think this guy's going to win. And they're doing like press conferences and face-offs and stuff like that, face-to-faces to build up the fight. That's how you do it, but there doesn't seem to be many matchups like that. Okay? The 2 matchups that people are talking about that could be like that, they don't even look like they're going to get made. Like, are we actually going to get Jones versus Aspinall? Like, is that really going to happen? I honestly have no fucking idea. Okay? I honestly have zero fucking idea at this point. Because, like, what's the hold-up? Okay, he fought back in November. It's mid-March now. It's April in like 2 weeks. What's holding the fucking show? John Jones is holding the fucking show. And if he's holding the show, get him the fuck away from the belt. He fucking didn't deserve it anyway. But yeah, I don't know. And then you have Islam versus Arman. Sorry. Yeah, Islam versus Arman even. Islam versus Ilya is like the mega fight. Islam Arman, if they book that for the summer, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. And then let Ilya versus Charles go at it. You get those 3 fights booked. Then you book Dricus versus Hamzat. And then you book Pantoja versus Merab. Holy fuck. It's back. And it's not even that hard to do those matchups. It's not like these matchups are incredibly out of the way and out of the ordinary to where we can't do it. Okay? It's not like that at all. I don't get it. What? Like, I just think the matchups are being skipped over. And you compare the champions to pre-COVID. Man, the fucking sport was fucking booming. You had Adesanya in his prime, knocking people out. You had Khabib. You had DJ. You had TJ. Fucking Jones, even at light heavyweight. And Stipe was knocking people out. Him and DC were going back at it every week. Now we have fucking John Jones holding up the division. Ankalaev, Bilal Muhammad. Even though I do like Ankalaev now, actually. But, like, Bilal Muhammad. I don't know, man. Dricus Du Plessis that no one cares about either. But I don't know, man. I just think these matchups that could be made just are really being overlooked. And the UFC at the moment is probably in the least quality position it's ever been in. Least entertaining I've ever seen the UFC, for sure. For sure. I still love it, obviously. Like, MMA is my biggest passion. I'm always going to watch every fucking card. But still, I'm like, there's nothing that, you know, I love that feeling of like a big card. And honestly, the last time I felt that was like 311. 311 was a fucking sick card. Now, the April card, 314, I do think that is stacked, and I will be looking forward to that. I'm even looking forward to the fucking Leon Brady card. Yeah, it was good for Jordan Vucenic's on that card, who I've been watching for fucking years. Kevin Holland's on that card. It's a good main event as well. It's going to lead places, so I'm happy enough. But I just think the mega fights, you know what I mean, these super fights that could be made, just aren't. For some reason, like, why aren't they being made? What's the fucking hold up with booking people? I don't get it. Why aren't people just wanting to fight? Do your fucking job. Jesus, man. Do your fucking job. Please fight. Okay? That's what this fucking sport's about. It's boxing. It's turning into boxing. He's just, Dana White just signed the boxing. I'm joking, but I don't know, man. Is the UFC on the kind of decline? Is the UFC on the incline? I definitely wouldn't say it's on the incline. It's on the decline more than anything. The quality isn't great at the moment. The champions are kind of boring. The mega fights that could bring the UFC on the incline aren't being made or haven't been made, mightn't be made. Who the fuck knows what's going to happen? But let me know what you think about all this down below. Thanks for watching.